Yes, I welcome you all for data structure second model stacks and queues. So first we'll see with the definition of stack. So stack is nothing a data structure. Okay. So what do you mean by stack? So if you want to go for any arrangement, we are following the concept of stack. So stack, what happens? What are the items we are storing in the stack? So it always stores from first location to n locations. But when you store the items in the format of a stack, so when you are removing, so you cannot have a probability to remove the last item. So you can remove only the last item first, then first item last. Hence it is called as first in first in last out or last in first out. Means the element or things whatever it is occupied at the first, it should be emptied last, or the element which is occupied last, it is emptied first. Okay, so here hence it is known as what? First in first out, last out, or last in first out. For example, you take a general example. So if you keep a set of set of plates one after the other, so if you take first plate on the table, second plate on the next first plate, like this, if you arrange, your probability is you can remove only the last plate, you cannot remove the first plate. So hence it follows that the items which is kept first, which is removed last, the item which is kept last is removed first. Hence that concept we are calling it as what? First in last out or last in first out. And what are the operations we can perform on the stack? So we are performing three operations. One is push operation, one is pop operation, and one is display operation. Okay, push operation is nothing but what? Storing. If you want to store the any element, we go for the push operations. Okay, see here I have represented with a diagram. Okay, so here if you set the size of the stack as 10, means it can store only the 10 elements at that time. So it will go on storing elements from 0th location to n minus 1, 9th location. Okay, so elements go on storing. Hence whenever I want to go for the push operation, I will be going elements with the help of the push function. Okay, first thing what I will be checking, whether the stack is full or not. If I want to go for the push operation, so whether that any location is empty or not. If it is not empty, it is show that it is full. Is full means overflow, you cannot store because already it is occupied, then it is called as what? Overflow operation. Okay, next removing, pop operation. Pop operation is nothing but what? Removing the elements from the stack. Okay, see here when you go for the push operation, initially I will be stored with what? A B C D. So I will be having what? 5 locations. My 5th location is empty. There I stored what symbol I pushed? E. So my E is stored onto the 5th location. Now stack will become full. This is the push operation. Next, pop is nothing but what? Removing the elements. So here what operation in already I occupied 5. So now if I want to pop the elements, so only I can remove E, not A. Okay, so this is the concept of stack. Only the elements recently entered only you can remove. Presently later initially entered elements cannot be removed. Also E is inserted, it is at the top now, so only I will be having a probability of removing E. Hence this operation of removing element from the stack is called as what? Pop. If all the elements occupied in the stack will become finished, removed. So again if you go for the pop operation, if there is no element exist, it shows that it is empty, or we can have a condition is that underflow. Underflow means empty. Okay, so for push it is overflow, for pop it is underflow. Okay, so these are the two operations, major operations, push and pop, and one more is the display operations. Okay, next we will see with the function. Is full, how you are checking for a push operation? If how it, whether you need to check that whether the if you want to go for the push operation, first thing you need to check out that whether the stack is empty or not. Hence you are storing with the question is what? Is full. Okay, if top equal to maximum size, if the size set by the stack is 5, if all the 5 locations are copied, then you are having what? Top equal to 5. At that time it returns 2, means the stack is full. If top equal to top position location is 3, means 2 elements locations are empty, then it indicates that it is not full, then you can insert the element. This is for push, you are checking for condition whether it is full or not. Next empty condition, popping purpose. So here you are checking top equal to -1. If the top value is -1, you are always for push operation, top value is always initiated with -1. Okay, so from 0 onwards you are storing the elements, hence top value is declared with -1. If top equal to -1, it indicates that the stack is empty, hence it is returning true. Else if top value is 0, 1, it indicates that there are some elements there in the stack, so you can go for the pop operation. So these are the two functions you are mainly using for checking for full or empty. Okay, next, if you want to go for the push operation, what function you are writing? Void push into data. So here just you are inserting element, hence you are using what? Void. Next function name is what? Push. Next, what you are inserting? Data. So data is of integer type. Then you are having top equal to top or plus 1. Why are you taking top equal to top plus 1? Because top value will be incremented. Means if you insert the element, the top value changes to next element. For example, if your top is 3, next if I insert any element, it will become 4. Like this way top value go on incrementing. So if top value is incremented, next stack location is what? Top location. So now fourth location I am entering the value. So previously what I got? Incremented the value. In the fourth location my new data is inserted. This is for push. You are not returning any value, hence you are having main function, your function name is void. Next, similarly for pop, if you are going for the popping of the data, here you are having int, means you are returning the value, okay, position value, hence data. So what data you are extracting from the stack, okay, so that position you are including. Once you remove the data, the top value will be removed. For example, from the fourth location of the top, if you remove, the top value will be changed to 3, that you are returning the data. Okay, this is for what? Pop operation, and this function is for what? Push operation. Initially you are checking for full or not for push operation. For pop operation, empty or not you are checking, then only you are going for a popping or push operation. Okay, next, the stacks can be represented an array. Okay, so here the stack size we need to set, hence we can represent as an array. Hence we are defining what? Has defined maximum 5, means the size of the stack is what? 5. So you can declare as an array int stack max. What is the maximum value? 5. So top value is always declared with what? -1. So stock elements, so what are the location values of the stack is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 locations you are having. So top value is -1. If you are inserting first value, at that time top value will be changed to 0, and in the 0th location your first element is inserted. Next, again if you increment top value, then the second element is incremented. Again up to 4 it can store. If the top value 5 becomes 5, it shows that the stack is full. Okay, next, if you are popping the elements, if your top value is 4, you can extract, that is nothing pop operation, and to top value 0 you go on popping. If top value becomes -1, then you cannot pop any element because the stack will becomes empty. So this is how we can perform push and pop operation from the stack. Okay, and we are using the arrays to store the stack elements. Okay, and similarly if when you go for the display operation, at that time what you take the for loop for I equal to 0, then you are setting the top value. So as you go on top value, set the minimum value of -1. So when it runs to -1, until that the all elements of the stack will be displaying onto your contents will be displayed. This is for a display operation. I hope everybody cleared with the basics of stacks. Okay, so if you have any doubts, we'll discuss in the upcoming class, so you can go through this video. Thank you.